like to introduce the platform and Alan Bennett, who is the Secretary of the Victorian Spiritualist Union, will be doing the demonstrations for the afternoon. So please make Alan very, very welcome.
Thank you, Carol. It's lovely to be here on Christmas Service Day, and good afternoon, friends. You're not very talky, brothers. One of the main things about mediumship standing up in front of other people is you need to hear the people you are talking to. So when I come to you, please just say hello or whatever. I need your voice to help consolidate the connection with your loved one in spirit is working through me. When I do mediumship, I don't know what's going to happen before I stand up, and I'm just relying on my guides now to tune in with me and give me the information I need to know, hopefully to help you. And so I'm doing that right now. It's a desperate plea for help. And waiting to see with bated breath what on earth is going to happen. And I think I want to come to the lady with the green top through here. Can I come to you, please?
Thank you.
Thank you. And as I do, I've got no idea what's coming next. But I have a gentleman with you, and as I'm getting a stronger impression of him now, I feel as though he too wore glasses in his life. I feel he was a build probably similar to me, a little bit taller and a little bit finer maybe than me. And in his heyday, I think he'd come under the category of being a bit of a dasher. Can you place who this man might be, please? We never think of our fathers as being dashers, but could it possibly be your father?
For answering this
question.
Yes, my
father. Thank you. Because this is what he's bringing through for you. And so obviously there's that sense of humour with him as well. But he's happy to acknowledge that he was rated a dasher. Okay. So this is what he's coming. And he's bringing with me a condition that he had trouble with his feet before he passed. Can you place this?
No.
Not with him? Might be someone else around him as well that's coming through. You're not having trouble with your feet?
No.
Okay. So it's, okay, what's this all about? Would there have been a lady close to him that had trouble with her feet before she passed? Not very tall and rather portly in her later years, this lady, and she had trouble with her feet. Can you understand?
Possibly, Joyce?
Possibly? Possible, maybe, not sure. Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Right. Get a little bit more information. Would this have been his mother? Would this have been his mother? His sister. Okay. And the feeling I get with her is that the apron was on a lot with this lady. She wore an apron like a badge of office, basically. Had it on almost all the time. This is what she's showing you, just to confirm she is who you think she might be. And I feel as though at this time of year, there were a lot of very happy family times that they are wanting to bring to you for remembrance. Can you accept this from them, please?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Okay, we can say, all right, Christmas time, family get-togethers, happy times. Yeah, that's logical, but it's not always so, is it? But with them, it certainly was, and it was a very pleasurable time all around. Right, what do we have to say? Right, your father is suggesting that it's maybe time you took a step back from a situation. Can you understand what he's saying here?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, because he's saying you're a bit of a chip off the old block and it was head down, backside up and really go through. But he's saying, no, in this situation it's not appropriate. Can you accept? And he says, I've learned a bit since I've been over here. So he would be doing exactly what you were doing while he was here, but now he can see a bigger picture and he's just wanting you to step back from this and allow it to evolve in its own space. So can you accept that as a Christmas message from Dad? Lots of love coming through from, and there's a ring of people around him. We haven't got time because I want fairly short messages today if I can. But a lot of love for you and family from him and the others in spirit for Christmas. Can I leave that?
Thank you.
The lady on the back corner in the pinkish top.
Yes.
Hello, can I come to you, please?
Yes.
As I'm linking in with you, the first thing that's coming to mind is journey. It's as though you just had a journey or you're about to have a journey. Can you accept this, please?
Yes.
Thank you. You were just back from a journey, are you?
Last year.
Thank you. So, so I'm with the person I need to be with here. As this little bit of information's coming through, I want to pick up with a lady with you who I see as dressing. She loved light florally things, flowing gowns and dresses like that, this lady. Can you place who this lady might be in spirit, please?
I can't.
Okay, let's get a little bit more about her. I feel as though she was nicely built and was light on her feet, loved going to the dances and that sort of thing. And this is the image she's getting me of this flowing chiffon, or how's that? I know it's chiffon. It must be spirit telling me this. Not my scene, but she's just giving me this image of those lovely old ballroom days, at which she loved. Can you place this lady on this?
Could be my auntie.
Okay, thank you. Because she knows who you are and she's wanting to come through with a message this afternoon for you. She's also, I'm not getting this, yeah, no, I'm not picking it up. She's wanting to, we shouldn't ask questions, but the feeling is that there's someone around you not pulling their weight. Can you understand why she would be saying this?
I'm
not quite sure. Or was there someone around her in her lifetime that didn't pull their weight? There was a lazy bones somewhere around.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell?
Not really. No.
Okay. I feel as though it was possibly with her in her lifetime.
Right.
So maybe you can ask in the family for this connection. It might have been her husband or a child, but someone in her immediate family situation.
Oh,
She,
maybe her sister.
okay, so there was a slacker in the group.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what she's saying. And for some reason, it's really still important to her now. So I don't know what, but that's what she's bringing through, just for a connection. Right. I also think there's a sandy-haired man there with her as well. Or coming in, I'm not necessarily with her, and I feel as though, and again, he was a man probably my height, a little bit taller and of a fine build, a thinner build than me, and I feel as though he was a smoker, and I feel as though he was an outdoors sort of a man, this man, working outdoors, and a salt of the earth type of character. This man. I feel as though wore a hat a lot and probably had a bit of sun damage by the time he passed as well. Can you place who this might be?
That could be her brother.
Okay, thank you. Because he's coming in on that family vibration as well. And so you've got a lovely group of family around you looking over your shoulder but not interfering with what you do. And they're wanting to encourage you. It's as though you've been putting off a decision for some time, but you really know what you want to do, but you're procrastinating. Can I put it that way? I can say what I like because I'm only saying what they're telling me.
Yeah.
I would never tell you that, but they are. So, so they're saying, you know what you need to do. It's right for you to go ahead. Please just take the first step and the rest is just going to flow. It's as though you've got a hesitation because you're not sure of the outcome and it's better to do nothing than to be unsure, but they're wanting to encourage you. The outcome is positive, it's good, it's right for you, the time is right, just get on and do it. So can I leave that with you?
Thank you.
Thank you. Better come over the other side. I'd like to come with the man with his arms on his chest there, please. Can I come to you, please? Thank you. As I come to you, I'm just getting the words of the song, Time on My Hands. Can you understand why this is coming to you today?
Yes.
Okay. Because whoever's linking with you in spirit is just giving me the words of that old song. And so that's right in your consciousness forefront at the moment. And he's wanting to encourage you to keep your chin up. Keep your chin up, because you're letting things drag you down a bit at the moment, and and you're usually a really positive guy. This is what he's telling me, but you've lost a bit of that positivity at the moment. He wants you to use the time in a more positive way. It's all right to say that. I'm asking him now, in what way? And it's as though he's wanting you. You're very good at something that you haven't done for years. That's going to make you think, and he's not telling me what it is, but there's something you are good at that you have put to one side. Would it be to do with music? Would it?
All my family, all my brothers and sisters are musical. And I just used to lead them around the place, that's all.
And okay. Well, I'm not saying you're a good driver, but he's saying he's wanting to encourage you to look in that direction, right? So you might be better than you think you are. Yeah? You understand that? Yeah. And by me taking a rough guess at your culture, I don't know anyone that can't sing. Right? So it's a pretty safe bet from where I stand. So think about that. Think about it, getting into that, because there's nothing more uplifting than being involved in a musical group. It's food for the soul, as we find here when we sing. It's wonderful. And he's insisting you are good at it. Now, this is a big man. I've got a big man here, and I feel that and he's taller than me. He's just all round big. But he's also a big man in the community. Right? A big man in the community. He was important. He's a leader. Was a leader, still is a leader. Still looking over the family group and giving inspiration and guidance from Spirit. And he just knows you have the potential there to get great enjoyment out of this, but also to help others with it as well. It's as though you can take a role in encouraging other people to get involved in this. Maybe you're going to run another choir like that Jonathan Thingamy-Bob. I don't know. I don't know what it is, and I'm only being glib about that. But he's wanting to really encourage you to look in this direction, because you've got the ability there, and you'll get immense benefit out of it, and you will help other people. What could be better than that? So can I leave that from this lovely, I must admit he brings great energy. He could stick around with me as long as he likes, because the energy he brings is wonderful, it's uplifting, it's encouraging, and it's powerful. So tap into him and use his energy to help you. Ask him for help. Okay? I'll leave that with you. Right. The lady in the black top through to the back there in the jeans. Hello.
Hi, I'm Annalisa.
Beg your pardon?
Annalisa.
Annalisa. Thank you, Annalisa. As I come to you, I'm wanting to bring a lady who not very tall and not very largely built. I feel as though she was fairly shy. She was a quiet, shy sort of a person. And this might be grandmother, or back in this generation. Can you place this personality as a grandmother that I'm getting? Thank you. Because she's coming through, and unlike the last person that was coming through, she's reticent and is not really powering through with material or information for me, but she's coming on a very strong love vibration for you, and she's still very attached to you and helping and guiding you in what you are doing. I'm just asking for a little bit more information about herself. And the first thing she shows me is a pair of knitting needles. Now, it's not hard to imagine in her generation that was an act, but I feel as though she spent a lot of time knitting. Can you understand this?
Yeah.
This is what she's showing. And she finished up with a bit of arthritis in her hands. Were you aware of that? You were, thank you. So she's just bringing this as a remembrance as well. She's a lovely, lovely lady and brings a really gentle, soft energy through with her. And you've got this same type of personality. Can you understand that?
At times.
Okay. That's what she's saying anyway. You've got a soft and gentle side to her. All right, you might blow your stack. We all do. That's normal, human. But there's an innate gentleness and compassion within you that's a very important part of who you are. And she recognises that. If you're not doing it already, healing ability is there, and you would be a very good healer if you choose to go down that pathway. So if you're not working with that yet, talk to... you are already?
Not late yet. I started. Yeah.
You've started. Good. That's what we want to know. She's not shy of retiring, is she? No. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Get into it. It's wonderful. Healing's, as Carol said before, you know, healing's a sort of a selfish thing to do, because we get such, when we're given healing, we get so much out of it ourselves. You can't go wrong. It's a win-win. Wonderful. Okay, so that's the message she's bringing through too. She's also wanting a remembrance, and again, she said at times Christmas wasn't so flash for her. Can you understand that? Were you aware of this or not?
No, I wasn't.
Maybe it's before your time. Maybe you can ask, but I feel as though she went through difficult times. Were you aware of this?
It was war time. Yeah, the Great
She
War.
went through difficult times, and Christmas was a hard slog for some of that time. This is just what she's bringing through to me now. And she marvels at the volume of stuff that's around these days, because in her heyday it was just nothing like that at all. So that's just what she's bringing through as a remembrance. She's wanting to encourage you to be a little bit more open with other people, and don't be backward in being forward in a situation around you at the present time. Can you understand that? It's holding back's not going to do it. Just say what you think. Won't get your head bitten off. You might, but you can put it back on again. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. So just say what you think. That's what she... And she says in her life, as she reflects back on it, she wishes at times that she had been more outspoken. She wishes she had said her mind a bit more than she actually did. So maybe you can check in the family as well if that's the case. Can I leave her with you there?
Yeah, thank you
Good.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We shouldn't do this, and I know it's dangerous, but are there people here that have never had a reading?
You put your hand up.
Okay, we've got a couple. That's good. Usually all the reprobates are here all the time with their hands up. Right, we'll come to the gentleman up the back first, if I can come to you. Can I come to you? Thank you. Okay, as I come to you, I've got a gentleman here again, and he's got a flashing blue light. Yeah, I'm getting a flashing blue light here, and I don't like that. That's not a good sign. But I think actually what it is, he's wanting to come, okay, straight up, as it comes, with a bit of a health warning for you. He's wanting you to encourage you to just get a checkup, or if you've been seeing someone about something, to get a second opinion. Can you understand what, this is the first thing that's just coming through from the back. Can you understand why he's saying this?
Yeah, I can. I've just recently been to the doctor and had a check up and everything was pretty good.
Okay, it was all good. Yeah, well just, this is, I can only give what I'm getting here. I mean, it's not panic stations, you know, go to casualty now. It's just, God help me. What's going to happen to me when I get up? I don't know what they're going to do. Anyway, yeah, so just what, if you're not happy about something, you get, you know, symptoms of, he's not showing me anything in this regard, but just get it checked out. That's what he's saying. Just get it checked out. Now, I feel as though he's a man here of fairly similar build to yourself, and he's giving me the image of a hard-working man, and calluses on the hands, wiry build, in his heyday, fit as a malleable, and worked from dawn till dark. This is the impression I get about this man. Can you work out who that might be in your family?
Possibly my father.
Yeah, that's a fairly good bet. Okay, he's coming through with you. That was a halfway, a with and a whisk, and I feel as though there's a bit of whiskey involved with this man. Am I right? He liked a wee drop. I mean, I'm not...
That's got to be my grandfather.
Okay, well you worked it out. But anyway, because I was trying to say something, then he was trying to say whiskey. So, he liked the tipple, this man. And he says in moderation, of course. So you work it out there, but he was a hard-working outdoor man. This is the impression he got me. But he wore it like a badge of honour also, I want to say. He was proud of the, you know, the working class man tradition. So he might have even been, you know, a strong union man or something like that. But this is the image he's getting me. And he says, while he was alive, he would have no more dreamt of being in this room than flying to the moon. Can you understand why he'd say this? To be involved in a spiritualist meeting would be just so far off the radar, it wouldn't be funny. So this is what he's wanting to say. He says, look at it, I'm here now, and I'm actually able to communicate through someone else, which to him is amazing, and to you possibly as well. But this is what he wants to say is that we never stop learning and developing and progressing. From the day we die onwards, we never stop. We just keep on progressing. And he says his life now is just, it's like Buckingham Palace compared to his life while he was here. That's what he's saying. It's just wonderful. So that's the message he wants to bring through. He's wanting, pardon me, he's wanting to encourage you to we're getting back to this whole thing again. He wants to encourage you to look in another direction for your health. So he's suggesting going outside the orthodox medical model to looking at natural therapies of some kind. Because he's just encouraging me to bring that through to you. Because he sees you can have a dramatic improvement in your general health and well-being by doing that. And I'm not recommending anything or anyone. He's just giving me the idea. So please consider that. Are you having any trouble with your hands at the moment?
Funny you should say that. Yes.
It is funny, isn't it? I've never met you, have I? No idea who you are. You've no idea who I am until Carol told you today. So it's got to be something coming from somewhere, hasn't it? And so he's just, and it might be to do with that might be involved in the whole thing of what he's been trying to sell. And on a public forum like this, we've got to be terribly careful what we say to people. Right. So I'll just give you this man's robust love and affection, and leave that with you if I can.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, the other man was over here, wasn't he? Yep. May I
Yes.
give you a reading, sir?
Yes,
Thank you. Excuse me a second.
I'm John.
John. Thank you, John. Right. And as I think with you, the first impression I get is a sense of restlessness and just a little bit of frustration, perhaps. Can you place this with you at the moment? Things aren't going the way you want them to go. That's what I'm being told here. Let's see who's bringing this through. There's a lady here. As she's coming close to me, I want to put my shoulders back and feel she was a very erect and upright person, not only in physique but also in personality and presentation. She was very conscious of presentation and always, she wouldn't go out unless she had the trappings on and was presented as she expected everyone else to be presented as well. So, and the impression I'm getting with this lady is a mother figure feeling. So can you place this description with your mother?
Yes.
Thank you, because this is who I feel is with you here now. And she doesn't mind telling me that she was the matriarch of the family. Can you accept that?
Well, that could actually go back to an auntie of mine as well.
Okay.
Because she's 105 years old right now.
Sounds like Damon Sideth, doesn't it? Okay, so there's two possibilities in what you're saying with these women. It may be that they're both here with me now. Were they sisters?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, let's carry on. The lady that I have here is showing me now as though she's got a basket of flowers on her arm and she's picking flowers. And does that make sense?
Now that brings into
We've got a third one, have we?
another. Yeah.
How long have we got, Carol?
Sorry about this. But
No, don't be sorry.
Another auntie.
Okay, all right.
A sister of the-
Don't say
Yeah.
any more. They're probably
Yeah.
ganging up on me here.
They probably are too.
Thanks for telling me that. Okay, between them, I'll say between them, they're linking with you. You've got no hope, have you? If they're sort of working with you in spirit, you've just got to follow the line.
Exactly.
So maybe this is what they're trying to bring through this afternoon as a collective, that they're still with you, wanting to encourage you to raise your spirits up a bit, take your thinking process forward out of today and think how you want things to be and work towards it. So set a few goals for yourself. As the old saying goes, it's never over until it's over, and there's lots to do. They're saying there's lots to do. There are things that you can do to be involved with other people and just spend a bit of time in that direction. And they're also showing me that you've been pretty good with your hands in your time. Can you understand this?
Yeah.
Is that your wife next door?
Yes.
Nodding. So if she says it's right, it's got to be right. Yeah. Okay. So and so they're wanting to encourage you to spend a bit of time in that area as well. Men's sheds are a great idea. That's my idea, not them.
I have been thinking along those lines.
Okay. So that sort of thing is a really good idea to get you going. But I also think that you've been a great reader in your time as well.
Yes.
Right? But you put that a little bit on the back burner.
Yep.
And they're wanting to encourage you to get stuck into that again. It's wonderful philosophy books on spiritualism around, isn't there? Great reading material. You can give a plug that way. But I mean, whatever interests you, just to encourage you to get back into that again and because they know that it'll uplift your spirits and get you enjoying life again, because it's not been too flash the last little while. So can I leave that with you from those lovely ladies?
Thank you very much.
We have to finish up now, Alan. We're kind of run out of time, sorry.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So, well, you've already thanked Alan, but he worked very hard for you, so please join with me again in showing your appreciation for all of his hard work. Thank you. Thank you all, and thank you for your love and support for the year, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, have fabulous holidays, and celebrate with all of your family, and Happy New Year to you for 2013. Please stay and have some light refreshments after the service, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year. God bless.